am on a quest to find out what pitch control actually does in MLB The Show. It's been very tough to judge what this attribute does for my own testing, because we found out in my previous video about pitching attributes that walks per 9 is the biggest factor, along with velocity of a pitch, on determining how big those perfect area regions are when you're pitching in Diamond Dynasty. But since we didn't know what control rating did, I kind of threw it to the side and didn't do that much testing with it because I assumed it was basically a non-factor. This video, we are going to focus on control itself, only tune control and throw a bunch of pitches in custom practice and see exactly what it does, if it even does anything. At the end of the day, I want someone like Cliff Lee to be very viable for those really good control ratings that he has, but it's tough to really care about it if we don't know if it does anything. By the way, this video is sponsored by ShowZone. In case you don't know what ShowZone is, it's a really dope site to check out all the players in the game. You could do some team builds. They have their own rating system, which we're going to be talking about a little bit today, because as of right now, the rating system factors in pitch control, because, you know, we assume it does something, right? True overall really is the rating that accounts for the attributes above 100 overall. You know, we have attributes up to 125, so that's a part of the reason why you see players above 100 overall with this. And then there's the meta overall, which is them factoring for the things that people like or don't like, basically making their own rating. So if you want to check it out, go check out ShowZone down below. If you want to sign up for their pro subscription, make sure you use code SCANN for 10% off. They support the channel, and you know, they're poking the stick and telling me to check out control again, so that is what we're doing today. So now, what exactly did I do to test this? As you see on the background here, what I did was I raised one pitcher's attributes, basically all 99 outside of the velocity and the control and such, just so we could have a baseline, right? We want to have base set of attributes to work with, and then only change our control and see if the control feels any sort of different between different pitchers. So I decided to take Max Scherzer. He has a good mix of pitches, some fast pitches, some very slow pitches. So I thought he'd be a good one to test because he's got well-rounded stuff. So as you will see here, I'm going to take Max Scherzer, use all the stuff to 99. The only thing I'm going to change is control. So I made 3 different versions of him and did this 3 different times with 99 control, 50 control, and then 0 control to try to see if I could feel the difference, or if you guys could notice the difference. So here's what I'm gonna do. Since I showed you exactly what I tested, we're gonna go through and play a 2-minute video. I posted this on Twitter. I wanna post it on here too and play this game too. Watch these 3 clips of the 3 different pitchers. One is 0 control, one is 50, one is 99. They're in no particular order. Watch all 3 of the clips of these different 3 pitchers and comment down below. Which jersey pitcher do you think is which control? Do you think the blue has 99 control or 0 control? Do you think the white jersey has 0 control or 50 control? Let me know in the comments, and then at the end of the clip, I'm gonna go through the answers. I want to see your guys' genuine feedback. Don't do it just to be right or wrong. A lot of people were wrong on Twitter when I posted before. The point is to tell if you guys can tell the difference. But let's roll the clips. Let me know what you think. Make sure you keep an eye out on my perfect pinpoint. See how many pitches I'm getting perfect. Keep an eye out on if the pitches go to the center of the par. All these different things you got to keep an eye out on. Not just how well I'm locating, because we don't know exactly what control does, but keep an eye out on everything with the pitching. this is the order of the 3 pitchers. The black jersey had 99 control. The blue jersey had 0 control. And the white jersey had 50 control. So some people, when I told them this on Twitter, were stunned because they saw the blue pitcher maybe throwing more perfects or getting more closer proximity to center pitches and assumed that the blue pitcher was 99 control. But guess what? The blue pitcher had 0 control. A lot of comments were completely wrong. Like, plenty of answers of all 3 of them were all wrong. Like, they didn't even guess not a single player right, which is bonkers to me. I mean, having thrown 45 minutes of pitches, I really do think that it was tough to tell the difference. One of the clips that I showed, especially with the black jersey pitcher, the 99 control Scherzer, he threw a curveball down and away with perfect pinpoint. And it turns out the pitch didn't even go in the par. So look at this pitch here. You see this? See where I am aiming this curveball? Bottom right, pitcher with 99 control, 99 walks per nine. You see the size of the par? We're gonna throw the pitch. It's a perfect pitch. I know it's not 100% accuracy, 0 seconds late, 0 degrees off, but with how perfect pitching works, those individual numbers don't really matter. As long as you're getting a perfect pitch, then that means that you're gonna get it in the perfect area region. And as you see, this curveball isn't in the area that we first aimed. This is actually the overlay of the pitch. As you see, this is where I aimed the pitch, and that is how low the curveball went. You know how wild that is? We're getting pitches outside of the perfect area region, even in offline gameplay, which at first I thought this could have been an only online thing, but it seems like it happens offline too. And crazy enough about this, it's happening with a pitcher with 99 walks per nine, 99 hits per nine, and 99 control. Literally everything that you can ask out of a pitcher, and they're still missing a spot. It's crazy. It's so crazy to me. And it feels like with how pinpoint pitching is this year, it just feels random. Like, look at this. I'm using a 99 control pitcher, and we're consistently missing spots. We're consistently not throwing pitches right on the corner. And like, I get it, right? Not every pitch is meant to be a pitch on the black, right? But think about this, ready? I mean, I'm someone who's achieving perfect pitches fairly often, right? But for some players who are not achieving perfect pitches every pitch or 3/4 of the pitches that they throw, then what's the point in throwing a perfect pitch? What's the point in having high control when you do actually achieve that perfect pitch? It's not gonna go where you want. I'm playing on All-Star here too, where it's supposed to be a little easier to pitch. And again, I don't think everyone expects every pitch to be perfectly located, right? I don't think everyone expects every perfect to be a dot right on the corner. But with how it plays, it feels just so random. You aim pitches on the corner, he's not dotting strike 3 as often as you may think. And it really feels like the randomness with pinpoint this year just makes it so tough to pitch, and control isn't even gonna save it. And then we go all the way to the 0 control pitcher, who had the blue jersey on. I mean, the blue jersey pitcher with 0 control is probably locating just as good as the other one. The only thing I could maybe notice a little bit, at least potentially, if I don't throw a perfect with the lower control pitcher, maybe the ball has a wider range of where it goes in a good. But again, I really can't tell. It's tough to really tell because at the end of the day, if you're not throwing a perfect, you know, I don't know what's happening with it. So it's so tough to tell what this does. Like, this is a pitcher with 0 control here, having plenty of perfects actually going where, you know, I'm aiming them, but still they're missing spots a little bit, just like they were with the black jersey player. You know, we talk about pitch control, and when they showcase Cliff Lee, for example, with his really good control ratings, like, yeah, Cliff Lee's gonna dot, but you really can't tell. And honestly, he probably isn't gonna dot any more than other pitchers outside of the walks per nine. The pitch control ratings seem to not be any sort of factor. You know, like, see that pitch, for example, I aim it on the corner, I get a perfect pitch, and he misses the spot. It is so weird to me how often that'll happen in this game, where you aim a pitch on the black and it won't go into the strike zone. Obviously, not every pitcher has 99 control. That is the thing that's tough about it, right? Like, Cliff Lee stands out because of his incredible control, but plenty of pitchers don't have 99 control. So the thing that this comes down to is, like, what's the point in having the really good control when even someone with the maxed out control like Cliff Lee isn't gonna hit basically any spot when you're throwing perfects? That's the thing that drives me nuts about it. From what I've learned of this, I feel like control did not really do much of anything. It could have just been me. If you guys are personally curious and want to test it on your own, do the exact same thing that I did. Pick one pitcher boost their base attributes to 99, and then change only the control rating and throw a bunch of pitches and see exactly how you feel about it. And hopefully, this is a plea to SDS, I'm begging you. Can we get some sort of a full explanation of what these attributes do? Not just pitch control, but all the other things like discipline, clutch, and all of these things. Like, not just like a basic explanation of, oh, it means they're gonna have more control in game, or like give us precise numbers, like things go up or down a certain percentage or stuff like that. Because we have a lot of question marks in how things work in this game. And not only does it A, misconstrue the rating of cards, because if things aren't meaningful, then what's the point in having them? B, it confuses us in what we think is valuable, because a lot of people may see that control on Cliff Lee's card and think, oh, but he's gonna dot. But it really isn't a factor from what we've seen here. And if it is a factor, we don't know what it is. So if we can understand what attributes are, even if it means going to me, like, let me explain it. Give me the answers. I'll project it out to everyone. I really don't care. Whatever it takes to know all this information, we need it. For the people that play the game all the time, we need to know what these things do. If we think they don't do anything, just take them out of the game or take them out of the ratings of cards. We have no reason of seeing them at that point. So yeah, that is my discussion of pitch control. Let me know if you happen to notice pitch control meaning anything. But I'd like to hear your thoughts down below. I appreciate you all watching this deep dive. Let me know down below where you want me to deep dive as well. I'd like to look into more, maybe certain attributes that don't seem valuable. Maybe I got to deep dive into quirks some more. I'd love to hear your thoughts on some interesting ideas. I appreciate you all watching. Have a great rest of your day. And make sure you check out Showzone again. Thanks to them for sponsoring this video. And we'll be back again tomorrow. Deuces.